Hey, my name is Brian. I'm going to be showing you how to export a job straight from Netfabb into my HP 580 Jet Fusion printer. So right now I have Autodesk Netfabb Ultimate 2021 open, and the first thing I'm going to do, I started a new project. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to My Machines, and this is where I have to add in my 580 printer. So I'm just going to delete this one just to show you how easy it is. So I'll click Add Machine. I'm going to scroll down to HP, and it will give you a list of options. The printer I have is 580 here at the Autodesk Technology Center, so I'm going to choose the 500 printer series. From here, I can, edit however I like. So I'm going to name this 580 printer. I'm also going to go into settings, and this is where I input in the IP address for the machine, specific for the machine. So let's go to the HP, and I'll show you how to connect it to the network and show you where you can find the IP address.
All right, so here I am at the HP 580 printer, and you can see that we have already connected the printer using an Ethernet port. And so that's already connected to the network here at Autodesk. From here, I'm going to go under the menu, and if I click connectivity, I'm going to see my IP address right there. So I'm going to take note of that, and then I'll see you back at the Netfabb platform.
All right, once we have the IP address noted, I'm going to input that IP address here and click Save. I'm also going to open this printer because I want to print something with it. So now I have an open slate, blank build chamber. So from here, I'm just going to add my part. And in this case, I'll just add a model mesh that I 3D scan myself. So it's a model of myself that I want to print and just put right at my desk. Cool, let's add the part, and you might have to scale it up a bit. Yeah, so it's a little small. I don't want it that small, so I'm just going to modify, go to scale, and scale it maybe about 50 times. And looks pretty good. I'm going to orient that and set it wherever in my build plate, however I like it. Make sure that it's within the build chamber, and I think I'm pretty happy with that. So once that is set, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out of this dialog box, and on your right panel, you're going to see under General Infos. Right now, this is where you connect to the printer. You can see the IP address here because I inputted it in the settings. So I'm going to click Connect. And there we go, connection established with my printer. There are going to be some machine statuses if you have any warnings, things like expired expired agents or expired materials is going to show up here. So now that I'm connected, I want to, you can go ahead and edit your job settings, your process parameters, like things like layer thicknesses, but I'm happy with it. So I'm going to click Send Job to Printer. From here, it's going to kind of give you a confirmation of, some of your print settings, and I'm going to click OK. And now here you can change your job name. So I'm going to name it Test Brian Jeong and send to printer. It's going to do its thing, calculate, export, and there we have it, sent to the printer. So let's go over to the HP, and I'll show you how to print it.
So I'm back at the printer after sending the job from Netfabb, and it's going to, if I go under Jobs, I'm going to see that a new job or a new build is currently processing. And there's myself, and that's the print. It's going to take a few minutes for it to process depending on how large your print is, so be a little bit patient. But once that is done, all you have to do is click print and you should be ready to go.